Okay, everybody, welcome back to the DGS 2605 channel. We're back with our MLB Power Pros 2008 repeat season mode with your undefeated world champion Toronto Blue Jays. Last time out, Scott Olson took care of business like we have not seen in either season we've done so far. 7 perfect innings, 2 hits allowed. That was both in the same inning. A truly masterful performance. I don't know if we're going to see anything like that again. That was definitely the furthest we've had a perfect game / no-hitter bid. You know, the furthest it's gone since the series started, and that was 2 out shy of tying my record. I've been playing this game since this game is all pretty much it came out. This game is almost 20 years old. I've never gotten a complete game, even on rookie mode. That was almost tied my record for how close I got. But anyways, that game's in the past. We got to focus on the game in the present. And the Southpaw Scotty Olson pitched well against the Red Sox lineup. We're hoping the same thing for our friend Danks. So ERA exactly of 3. He's not in the best of condition, but I can't remember if Olson was or not, so we'll see. Starting lineup, I'm exactly 2, just over 4. That's kind of inflated by me. Maybe I should have taken him out earlier for his last game. Exactly 2. Okay. That ERA is something, man. Okay. Anyways, heading to the game here, we're going to get up against, Edgar Santana, I believe. Can I view their lineup? I can't view theirs. That's kind of annoying. Okay, well. Anyways, we're going to head into the game here. Okay. Blue Jays. Let's play ball. We're going to play some ball. Play it here. Play it now. Let's see what we got around the league. Looks like Milwaukee beat Cincinnati. I didn't get a view of everything else. So first game, so they're averaging 3 runs against us a game. As long as we get more than that, I think we'll accomplish that fairly simply. We'll be good. Rich Aurelio leading off, Edgar Santana, a high 4 ERA, right-hander, high curve, goes for ball 1. No win so far. Another high curve, even higher. 2-0. Just missed the strike zone there, 3-0 now. Strike 1 on the fastball, 3-1. It's going to be a payoff pitch to Rich Aurelio. He puts it in play. It's going to fall for a base hit to right field. Leadoff single for Rich Aurelio. That's the kind of start we need. We have not been very efficient so far in this series. Ray Durham, first pitch is a ball, got away from Snyder. Aurelio gets the second easily. Runner in scoring position. Count is 1-0. Durham 6 homers, 20 RBIs on the season, a mistake, and he's going to drive that to the left center gap. That's going to be an RBI single for Durham as that wild pitch that put Aurelio in scoring position comes back to bite them instantly. 1-0. Lance Berkman takes strike 1 on a 4-seam. A changeup, caught the strike zone, 0-2. Berkman lines that down the third baseline, just foul. Nearly took someone's head off out there, sitting along the third baseline. That was an out. I thought that might fall for a base hit. It did not. 1 away. AR-15, 422 average, 10 homers, 28 RBIs for him on the season. High fastball, strike 1. 4-seam in there. Count is 0-2. Not biting on that. Way out of there. 1-2 now. Way high and inside on the changeup. Count is even. 2-2. Swung at that 4-seam in the zone. Strike 3. Speron. Almost at 50 RBIs. He's 3 away. And we're not even 20 games into the season yet. Just inside on that changeup. 1-1. Braun lasered that right at the first baseman. That's the end of the inning. So, hey, 1 for 2. Already broke up the shutout early on. Heading to the bottom of the first now. Let's see what Danks can do. All right, let's check the fastball. That location was quite bad. I am not touching the controller. I want to see where he puts it. That one was not great either. That one was the worst of all. Okay, all right. It's okay, Danks. What matters is final score, right? Jamie Carroll leading off. Strike 1 on the fastball. 0-1. It's that slider. Nice catch by Durham. 1 away. And already instantly replay their showing of that. He chose a good pitch to swing at. Durham was able to catch it right there. 1 away. J.D. Drew, well below the Mendoza line at average of 191. A hard hit on the first pitch, right at Luke Scott, 2 away. Made excellent contact there. Here's David Wright. It's the first pitch he sees. Grounder to short. Rich Aurelia. 3 up and 3 down go the Red Sox. We've seen that plenty of times. Heading to the top of the second now. 6-7. 8, part of the Jays lineup. Mike Lowell leading off. So quickly take a timeout. He threw 20 pitches in that first inning. Let's see if he can throw another 20. One thing I did feel confident about in that first inning was the patience. Let's focus on that. Change up in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball way low, 2-1. It's going to be a 3-1 count. I'm taking this pitch. Still no wind. That's quite odd, actually. Fastball in the zone. Payoff pitch to Mike Lowell. Second payoff pitch of the game. Last time Aurelia got a single. Mike Lowell swings and misses. 1 away. Here's Luke Scott, 439-20. Takes a change up for strike 1. Fastball too low, 1-1. It's that low pitch there, right at the shortstop. Velez fields it, makes the catch. 2 away. Here's LaDuca. Still looking for that first home run on the season. Takes strike 1. Hits that pitch up the middle. That's going to be an easy base hit for Paulo Duca. Runner on first, 2 away. Here's Grandy. Takes strike 1. Strike 2 on that changeup. Count is quickly 0-2. Got him swinging on that high 4-seam. That was in the zone anyway. So Santana has the ability. That's 3 batters that struck out. We don't strike out that often. Heading to the bottom of the second, we were 0 for 1. 4-5-6, part of the Red Sox lineup. Here's Konerko, the man who broke up the you-know-what. Oh, goodness gracious. He nearly drove that, but just missed. He nearly drove that one and just missed as well. He wants to swing. We'll let him swing. Swings it right at Durham. Over to first. 1 away. Placido Polanco. At that point, the you-know-what was broken up. His hit didn't really matter, and that's not going for a hit. Good running by Grandy to make the out. Here's Snyder. Ooh, man, he got a good look at that. Just fouled it back. 0-1. Ooh, went fishing for that changeup. Didn't get it. Here's the 0-2. Right there. Aurelia makes the dive. It's going to be a close play. Not that close. He got him there. Excellent defense in that inning. Boston went 3 up and 3 down yet again. Top of the third coming up. Top of the Jays lineup coming up. Already second trip through. Here's Rich Aurelia. 1 for 1 with a single. A lot of 4s and 7s in the stat line there. High fastball, strike 1. Aurelia went inside for that one. For some reason, that's Polanco, right? He should have had that. He jumped when he shouldn't have. Aurelia gets an unlikely base hit there. He's 2 for 2. Durham, already an RBI in the game. Strike 1 on the 4-seam. Change up in the dirt, 1-1. And Durham hits that over to left field. Will it fall for a base hit? Yes, it will. Back-to-back singles for our first 2 batters in the lineup. That's going to bring up Berkman. First pitch, that is smoked to left. It's going, it's going. It is over the Green Monster. 3-run shot for Berkman. There goes the quality start. And this top of the lineup, man, they just, so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits between them, 4 RBIs. 4 zip Jays. There goes the quality start, but it's not batting practice just yet. It's AR-15. Change up missed, ball 1. Change up inside, 2-0. Fastball missed, 3-0. In case he throws a mistake. Otherwise, we're waiting on it. Let it go. 3-1. Curve in the zone. It's going to be a payoff pitch. Third of the game to a Jays hitter. Both. So we were 1 for 2. It's going to be 1 for 3. Strikeout, ground out, and a single. That's the first out of the inning. Here's Braun. 0 for 1 with the line out. High inside fastball. 1-0. Fastball missed low, 2-0. High inside fastball, caught the zone. Well, inside the strike zone on the far side, 2-1. Braun went fishing for that one over the head of Konerko, who probably should have jumped and, he should have zigged when he zigged when he should have zagged. Runner on first, one away. They're keeping an eye on Braun. We'll give Lowell, I think, one power swing here. Why not? Low fastball, generous call for the pitcher. Nothing in one. Lowell hits that to center. He gave that a good ride. That will get over the head of the outfielder. That's going to be off the wall. Murphy's going to relay it. It's going to be a double for Lowell. 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. And he hit that right to center field. Didn't have makings of grand slam there, but, or excuse me, a home run. Of course it didn't have the makings of grand slam. Bases weren't loaded. First pitch to Luke Scott, outside fastball, 1-0. Fastball below the strike zone, 2-0. Scott hits that up the middle. That's going to get past the pitcher. That'll be an RBI single for Luke Scott. 5-0. It's batting practice time. And look who's up. Let's take a look at his pitch count. He's going into the 60s. Oduka, a sac fly can work here. A lot of things can. The infield has moved up. Curveball for strike 1. Swung at that 4-seam, missed. We're going to contact swing here. If I don't like it, I'll let it go. Nope. Curve here, 1-2. Let it go. Went down looking. I'm fine with that because Grandy's up now. He's due for a mistake. Speak of the devil, he shall appear. Curtis Granderson, 3-run shot. 15th homer on the season. This is now what? 7-run rally? Yeah, because it's 8-0. He was due for a mistake. We got it all right. 8-zip. There we go. Loduca lost the battle, so Grandy could win us the war. Excellent. They're going to take him out. ERA exactly of 9. Only pitched 2 and 2/3. Allowed 8 runs. Here's Bulger. Bulger, yeah. 1-0. 1-1 on pretty much the same exact pitch. Aurelia lines that. That's going to go between the gaps. He is 3 for 3 to begin this game. It's already the 3rd trip through the lineup. It's the 3rd inning. Here's Durham, 2 for 2. Fastball outside, 1-0. Hits that to center field. That'll fall for a base hit. We have gone well through the batting order. Here's Berkman. You know what we're waiting on. He smokes that to center. That will have enough to get out of reach of the outfielder. It is not a home run, but an RBI will come across. 4 RBIs in this half inning for Lance Berkman. Here's AR-15. High inside changeup, 1-0. And he lines that over to right. It's got a lot on it. The field is short out there. Oh, just shy of a home run. But he gets RBI single for his troubles. 2 RBIs. In fact, it is 11-0. Here's Braun. Takes a changeup low, 1-0. Bulger, despite allowing this many runs and not getting a single out, is quite calm. Will it stay fair? Oh, goodness gracious. I thought it might go foul, but this is the... Have we had a rally like this in the series? What is going on here, man? Braun hits his 23rd on the season. I believe that's RBI 488 and 49 for him. 13-0. They're taking him out. He didn't get a single out. All right, 3rd pitcher of the game already. Here's Boyer. Now Lowell, 1 for 2. Ball missed, 1-0. Two and 0. Lowell smokes that to center. It didn't have as good of a ride on it, but it's out of reach of Murphy, and that's going to go for a single. He's looking for a cycle now. Here's Luke Scott. Swung at that first pitch. Change up inside the zone. Nothing in 1. Change up a little low. 1-0. 1-1, excuse me. And Scott hit that high fastball, or whatever it was, to center field. Does it have enough? Yes, it does. 2-run shot for Luke Scott. 10th homer on the season. 1 foot shy of 420 feet. 15-0 Jays. This is what, a 14-run rally? This is absurd. This is the craziest happening of all time. Imagine watching this. There's Loduca. Nice average, 420. And you know what, just to see if we can keep the inning going, I want him to contact swing here. Strike one. He pulls that. That's to the third baseman right. Over to first. I thought we were going to make it through the inning, through the batting rotation twice. Didn't. 14 runs, man. I got to look up what's the record. Hang on. Hang on quickly. You know, I'll save that for when we're up to bat next and we're just taking pitches. Here's Danks. All right, Danks, you have your run support. Strike one. That one's pulled. Foul. Here's the 0-2 now. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. Is the left-hander. Here's Velez. Strike one on the far side of the plate with the four-seam fastball. 0-1. That one just over the head of Durham. That's how the you-know-what was broken up last game. Base hit for Velez. There's great Carroll. Generous call our way. That should have been a ball. 0-1. Let the slider go. 0-2. Okay, we got 2 generous calls there. We'll take it. 3-pitch strikeout. There's Jamie Carroll. Strike one on the low fastball. Fouls that fastball back. 0-2. Hits that to center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. They'll stay at second, so they have their first runner in scoring position, I believe. It's J.D. Drew. First pitch he sees, Danks. Over to first. That's the end of the inning. So, they got a couple hits, nothing of it. They're 0 for 2. We're 15 for 17. Grandy leading off. Third trip through the lineup. It's going to be the 4th inning, 4th trip through the lineup. I have to look up the record. MLB most RBIs in an inning. Quick 0-2 count. Got to put the phone down. And Grandy pulls that. That's going to fall for a base hit. That is a scorcher. Is that going to make it to the wall? Yes, it will. He'll remain at first, though. Leadoff single for Grandy. Here's Rich Aurelia, 3 for 3. It's that. Oh, that selects a double play. Out at second. Over to first. Got him. Hey, after that last inning, we can't complain about that, right? Here's Durham. Why not? We'll wait on it. Okay, it's RBI in a single inning. I'm looking at Reddit there. My fastball missed 1-1. One and two. Ooh, just took that one just inside. Count is even. 2-2. 2 outs. Nobody on. And he went fishing for that one, and he went fishing for a base hit. He is 4 for 4. Here's Berkman, who's looking for a cycle. Has the home run and the double. He pushes that into the center left gap. It will fall for a base hit. It's a scorcher. Durham's going to get over the third. Runners on the corners. 2 away. Berkman is a triple away from the cycle. And their pitcher's tired. Fastball in the zone. Strike one. Rios, just inside with that. Over to Polanco. That'll end the inning. So we left some man stranded, but who the heck cares? 14. Hang on. So, yeah, we're 15 for 20. They're 0 for 2. I have to, like, just look that up at some point. It's given me Fernando Tatis Sr. when I want by an overall team. Like, I don't care about the individual effort. That's just past Danks. That's going to go for a leadoff single for David Wright. Bit of a bouncer there. All good. Here's Konerko. 0 for 1 with a grounder. Strike one on the fastball. I meant to throw a slider. It was a fastball. He missed. I threw three fastballs in a row. 2 by mistake. At second, over to first. It's going to be close. He got there. All right, well, I believe the worst runner is on base now. Here's Placido Polanco. Strike one. It's that. Aurelia. Loft to Durham. Over to first. Double play. Essentially 3 up and 3 down go the Red Sox. They're 0 for 3 after 4 innings. We're 15 for 20. 5, 6, 7. Part of the Jays lineup. Here comes Ryan Braun. Most runs scored in an inning by one team. 18. 18. Wow, okay. That isn't the record. So every batter came in, like, every guy came around and was brought in twice in the record. That is absurd. Strike one there, 2-1. Changeup missed the zone. 3-1. Tired pitcher will take it. That one got away from him. That puts Braun on base with a walk. Here's Lowell looking for a cycle. That one is smoked to center field. A weak pitch gets what it deserves. 2-run shot from Mike Lowell. He is a triple away from the cycle. His 11th home run on the season. Another 2 runs come across for Toronto. We're what, 17-0 now? Yep. Holy moly. And that was just an absolute gimme. And above that tall wall out there, too. They're going to take Boyer out of there. He's gassed. Here comes in Alasko. And, oh, he's tired. We might get something easy here. Scott's looking for a cycle as well. Has the single and the home run. Strike one on a 2-seamer. And he pulls that one. That's got to be gone, right? There it is. His second home run of the day. A solo shot. His 11th on the season. Just a little over 400 feet. Third run of the inning for the Jays. That is 18-0. There's Loduca. We might see something here, Paul. Curve in the dirt, 1-0. Strike one, curveball high in the zone, 1-1. Way inside. Taking that pitch easily, 2-1. Change up 6-7 miles per hour. Count is even, 2-2. And he read that one well. That's hit to center field. Did it have enough on it? Caught by Murphy. One away. They're going to take him out. So we got an out. That's good. Comes Grandy, Joel Maya. What an absurd game he had last time out, right? I can't remember if it was the first or second game of this series, but we thought, oh, he's going to flamethrow his way to victory. Grandy pulls that for a base hit. That's his third of the day. 3 for 4. 5th trip to the lineup. Wait, that was Durham's grand slam. So Rich Aurelia, 3 for 4. We'll give him a power swing here. Why not? Hits that. That's over the head for some reason of Placido Polanco. That's the second time he made a defensive blunder like that. Maybe he was just scared and ducked out of the way, which is fair. Aurelia 4 for 5 now. There's Durham. Hits that down the line. It's off the wall. An RBI will come in from that. 19-0. Is Durham completely perfect today? He's gotten like a single every time. Mr. Consistency. All right, Berkman now. High inside changeup, 1-0. Read that changeup well, but that will be going foul. He crushed that thing. That was almost out of the park. Fastball low, 2-1. 3-1 gets away from the catcher. The runners will advance. Both in scoring position now. May not be the worst idea to walk Berkman. Get to Rios. Okay, he crushed that, but that was not as convincing as it should have been. It still made it, though. He didn't even hit the sweet spot. Second 3-run shot of the day for Lance Berkman. His 16th home run on the year. 1 foot shy of 420 feet. We are now at 22-0. They're keeping him in. They are 15. So we're guaranteed to bat through the lineup. Because Braun, who led off the inning, is going to be up after Rios regardless of the outcome, of course. Only 1 out in the inning. Took that fastball, 1-2. High inside changeup, 2-2. Puts it in play, right over to Konerko, 2 away. They're going to take Zumaya out of there. Comes in Braun. Here's Calero. Have we seen this guy yet? I'm not sure if we have. That ERA suggests we have. This is what, pitcher number 6 on the game for them? High changeup missed, 1-0. Means Braun will let him take a whatever hack at it he wants. Strike one on the changeup, 1-1. Nasty slider snuck into the zone there, high. 1-2. I was expecting the slider. It moved out of the zone that time. Count is even, 2-2. I was expecting the slider. Didn't get it. That's grounded over the shortstop. Going to be a deep throw. Will he get there? No, he won't. Infield hit for Ryan Braun. Here's Lowell. A triple away from the cycle. Hits that first pitch to center field. We're running, of course, 2 outs. Out of reach of Murphy. Send Braun, and Braun will come home. Another run in the inning. RBI double for Lowell, 23-0. Here's Luke Scott. Change up perfectly on that bottom left corner, 0-1. Read that one well. That's going to center field. That will be at least an extra base hit. Luke Scott, his 3rd home run of the game. Another 2-run shot, his 12th home run on the year, 410 feet. He has, I believe, 5 RBIs now. And it is 25-0. We are going for a record here. This is the most absurd game I've ever played. I can't believe what's going on. That is crazy. We're having like 2 gems of games back-to-back for different reasons. All right, Leduca, only 1 for 4, but that's the least of our concerns. Hits the first pitch he sees. That's going for his 2nd base hit of the game. Gets himself a single to center left gap. 2 away. Grandy, 3 for 4. Looking for part of a cycle here. Oh, I waited on that for some reason. I hesitated. That went right to the shortstop. I wasn't expecting it. That was a 10-run rally. We're 25 for 30. 5 innings. This is the craziest game ever. Danks, you just have fun. You're a swingman. First pitch. Went past him, but Aurelia's there. Over to first. 1 away. Murphy went down swinging his first time up. This is the lefty-lefty matchup we want here. That changeup was nowhere near where I put it, but it went for strike 1 anyway. That's going to be golfed for a single. Runner on first, 1 away. 4th base hit of the day for Boston. There's Velez. 1 for 1 with a single. Strike 1 on the fastball. Read the changeup well, but it's right at Berkman. Over to second. Out. Over to first. Got him. Another double play. Red Sox 0 for 4, nothing of it, or 25 for 30, plenty of it. 2 separate, at least 10-run rallies. Rich Aurelia leading off another inning, top of the 6th. Trip number 6 through the lineup. So I believe the record, I don't know if we said it last year or not. Let's say it's 30. We're shooting for the moon here. Takes a changeup, 1-0. My fastball missed, 2-0. Changeup, 2-1. High slider missed, 3-1. Slider snuck into the zone there. It's going to be the 2nd payoff pitch to Rich Aurelia of the game. His first time, got a base hit. Just missed with the slider. Puts him on base with a walk. Durham is 5 for 5 today. They're all singles, but man, like, they haven't got him out yet. Low slider, 1-0. Slider stayed in the zone that time, 1-1. He's tired. Durham hits that over to the 3rd baseman right. Made a good defensive play, so they finally get Durham out. Here's Berkman. Yeah, 5 for 6 as well. 2 homers, 6 RBIs, I believe. With a tired pitcher, you know what we're waiting on. Quick 2-0 count. Okay, all right. Berkman has a hat trick, ladies and gentlemen. Not quite out of the park, but he smoked that thing. Another 2 runs for the Jays. Berkman has, I believe, 8 RBIs now. 27-0. Goodness gracious. This is a football game right here. Man, I'm trying to... Oh, Toronto beat Boston 27-0. Since when did the Argos play in the NFL against the Patriots? I know, it's only the 6th inning. Excuse me? I could see, like, the Raptors a 27-0 run against the Celtics. Rios crushes that to center. Murphy's on the run. He will make the catch at the warning track, 2 away. They're going to take Calero out of there, even though he still has some juice in the tank. Here's Tim Redmond. A lefty. His ERA rate is 30. I honestly can't remember if we were the ones that did that or not. Yep. Mark Redmond. Okay, my bad. First pitch missed, 1-0. 50-50 call went his way. 2-seamer, 1-1. Ron swung at that high curve, missed. 1-2 now. And he popped that right up. Redmond's waiting. He's waving people off. Look at the shortstop. Look how far Braun went there. And that's the final out of the inning. But another 2 runs for the Jays. We're 27 for 31. Red Sox remain 0 for 4. 9-1-2, part of the Red Sox lineup. Here is Carroll. Strike one on the fastball, nothing in one. Strike that change up there, nothing in two. Pulls that. That will go for a leadoff single for Carroll. That's their 5th hit of the game. And here's the other Carroll. 1 for 2. Strike one, low fastball. Hit that fastball off the end of the bat. It's going to be 0 for 2. 0 and 2, excuse me. That's a bouncer to second. Durham, tag out, throw out, another double play. That's what, they're like 5th of the game. And that was the perfect spot. Durham had the reach. Over to first. We go, 2 outs. Here's J.D. Drew, who is in the 2 spot despite batting 186. Strike one. Pulls that. Berkman had it, just stayed fair. Steps on the bag, 3rd out of the inning. A ball did not leave the infield. Bottom of the 6th, top of the 7th coming up. Red Sox 0 for 5. Jays 27 for 31. Here is Lowell. Let's be patient here, right? I want to see that record broken. High inside fastball, 1-0. 2-seamer. High inside changeup missed. Nice miles per hour, 2-0. So it was 1-0-2-0, my bad. Curveball caught the bottom right corner, 2-1. He puts that in play. That's past the pitcher. That's going to go for a single for Mike Lowell. Here's Luke Scott. 4 for 5. 3 home runs and a single. So he's looking for extra parts of the cycle here. A quick 2-0 count yet again. Ooh, Scott just missed that. He would have pulled that. 2-1. It was in the zone anyway. Ooh, call went our way. It was weighted towards it. We take it. 3-1. Scott pulls that to center right. It's to the deepest part of the ballpark. It will not get out of there. Hang on a second here. Go. Are we going to get it? Are we going to get it? He's going to run it out. We finally got a triple. It's 28-0. Scott has a chance at a cycle. That's something we've never done. Here's Loduca with a runner on 3rd. We let him swing. That's hard hit. They get the out at first. Scott just go back to 3rd. That was kind of risky. Just one away. Here's Grandy. Just a well-placed fly ball does it here. Cutter inside, 1-0. Pulls that. What are they going to do? They're going to throw there. We'll let him go home. We got him. So essentially a sacrifice there. 29-0. This is the 7th trip through the lineup. Rich Aurelia, top of the 7th, 2 outs. Fastball catches the strike zone. Nothing in 1. I'm looking at that score. It is crazy. Cutter in the dirt, 1-1. Two-seamer missed the zone, 2-1 there. Aurelia hits that in between 1st and 2nd. He's getting himself another base hit. The inning will continue. Here's Durham. What's that? 5 for 6. Incredible. Durham pulls that to left. He didn't get the greatest swing on it. It will be off the wall. Runners are going to be on the corners now. Durham, another base hit. 2 away. Here's Berkman. This is the last thing they want to see, right? 1-0. Change up stayed in the zone, 1-1. Caught the zone of that 2-seamer. It's going to be 1-2. They're keeping an eye over on first base. They're expecting something big happen here. Berkman placed that well. That will go for a base hit. Run number 30 comes to score. Runners on 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Here's AR-15. Against right-handed pitching, this is what we want. We want this stretch of hitters right here. Curveball inside, 1-0. Fastball in the strike zone, 1-1. Mistake. Rios drives it to right field. Home run, Alex Rios. 3-run shot, 33-0 for the Toronto Blue Jays. 11th home run for him on the season, just over 400 feet. I've lost track of all RBIs. 33-0. This is basketball, and one of the teams didn't leave the locker room. Here's Braun. Better strike one. Curveball, 50-50. Well, it was weighted towards a strike. It was rightfully called a strike. 0-2 now. And Braun read that deep one well. It was low, and it is now a home run. I've lost count, man. Another home run for the Jays, 433 feet. Austin Matthews to Damian Lillard right now is the score. This is crazy, man. They're finally taking him out. Now I see why his error rate was so high. Here's Loaiza. Their pitching, we have to look at their pitching stats after. Here's Lowell, and we're going for as big of a record as we can. We're going to let him get tired there. 1-0 count. 2-0. Strike one, fastball in the zone. 2-1. Oh, that a generous call for the pitcher. 2-2 count now to Mike Lowell. Let it go by, called strike three. I'm not upset about that. That will finally end the inning. Is that another 10-run rally? That was 7. I feel like how long have I been playing? It's finally the 7th inning stretch. We're going, like, this is almost 40 minutes. We're at the 7th inning stretch. I don't need any good luck anything, but so I'll finish off the rest of this Gatorade. We are 34 for 38. They remain over 5. Danks is working a shutout right now, and that is not the story anyone's talking about. What is there to say that hasn't been said? I can certainly think of one thing, and it's that it's 1, 2, 3 strikes here out at the old ball game at Fenway Park, home of the Boston Red Sox, who, that's where they want to go. They want to go home. Because this has been one of the games of all time for them. Here's David Wright, 1 for 2. It's weird, every time I come back from the batting, it's like I forget what the pitching feels like. Fastball inside, 1-1. That one got away from him, but David Wright swung right through it, 1-2. He's going to foul that one off. Stays alive for one more pitch. Puts it in play. That's going to be another leadoff single for the Red Sox. David Wright, 2 for 3 on the game. This is my favorite player of all time. I'm not the biggest David Wright. Oh my God, we caught him in a pickoff. Oh, that's on me. I can't believe we actually caught somebody in a pickoff for once. That's crazy. Well, we're going to make it out here regardless. Grandy's there, 2 away. Runner remains at first. Here's Placido Polanco, 0 for 2, a line out and a double play. It's the first pitch he sees. Gave it a really good ride. It's to center again. That's going to be 2 outs. Runner remains at first. Here's Snyder. What if we did it again? Nope, he's there. It would be interesting if I take a look at the individual player attributes. Some guys have a tendency to steal more than others. It would be interesting to see that be used. That is going just foul. That was almost a home run. Breaking ball. Curtis Granderson got all 3 outs in that inning. They were hitting the ball well, but it was 2 one-ever fielders. Red Sox are 0 for 6. We are 34 for 38. That is absurd. 34 for 38 is good in basketball shooting from the field. Here's Scott. Strike one on the high 4-seamer. 0-1. There has been no wind today, too. That's the craziest part. Well, not the craziest part, but it's certainly been a part. Quick 0-2 count. Against the right-hander here. Scott puts that in play. Velez, throw over, takes a stride, gets him, 1 away. So Duca. Went golfing for that one. That's going to be a bloop single to center field. Another base hit for LaDuca. Runner on first, 1 away. Here comes Grandy. Looking for other parts of the cycle. 50-50 call. Went the way of the pitcher. 0-1. And Grandy pushes that one over to left field. Didn't get the greatest swing on it. And Carroll, yep, he's right there at the warning track, 2 away. Here's Rich Aurelia. This is the 8th trip through the lineup. Takes strike 1 on a hard sinker, nothing in 1. Hard sinker again, Aurelia pulls it over to Velez. Over to first. That'll be it for hitting in the 8th. So we're 34 for 39 now. They remain 0 for 6. 7, 8, 9 part of their lineup. This is only their 3rd trip through it. Here's David Murphy. A mistake from Danks. Didn't get the greatest swing on that. Durham, Berkman caught a break there. 1 away. Here's Velez. Despite, you can see the small reticle of his bat there, doesn't seem to be the greatest hitter, but he's batting .300. That one is to Lowell. Over to first. 2 away. Here's Carroll now. Strike 1 on the fastball, nothing in 1. Swung right through that. It's the 0-2. He puts it in play. That's going to be his another base hit for Great Carroll. That's a 2-out single. That's their 7th hit. Here's Jamie Carroll now. First pitch fouled back on the fastball. Nothing in 1. Swung through that changeup. Nothing in 2. Just inside on the slider. 1 and 2 now. Just low on the fastball. 2 and 2. It's going to be a payoff pitch. I think first of the day to the Red Sox. Runner takes off as he should. That's going up the middle. Off Danks' glove. Aurelia. Will he get there in time? Yes, he will. So heading to the top of the 9th now. This is going to be it hitting for the days. We got to make it count here. 2, 3, 4 part of our lineup coming up. Let's check his pitch count. So he's only in the teens. Let's see what we can make happen here. High sinker, 1-0. Sinker in the zone, 1-1. Hard sinker outside the zone, 2-1. Caught the zone. He has thrown 4 straight sinkers. Count is even, 2-2. We're letting it go. That was outside, circle changeup. Payoff pitch to Ray Durham. Nobody on, nobody out. Let it... Oh! 50-50 call went his way. Oh, and that was sinker as well. Here's Berkman. Strike 1 in the zone. Cutter went too far inside. 1-1. Waited towards the strike. It was called correctly. 1-2 there. Berkman lines that over the head of David Wright. We have a base hit here. Runner on first. 1 away. Here's AR-15. He's only what? He's 2 for whatever, but it's a single and a home run, so you take those. Circle change up in the zone. Nothing in 1. Rio swings at that. That looks like a double play if I've ever seen one. At it second, over to first. That's hitting for the day. That's a shame. But we did get to 40 hits on the game, which, I mean, we were just playing for fun there. And it's crazy that, like, Danks is shutting out the Red Sox right now. It's all their double plays. It's the heart of their lineup, though. But I think we got to let him go for the complete game, right? 60s. Pitch coming across here. Pitch 6-7 goes for strike 1. Swung through that low fastball. Nothing in 2. Just inside, didn't get the call. 1-2 there. He pushes that over to left field. That's a scorcher. Bounces off the wall. He's going for second. He's going for second. He's going to go back. So leadoff single. We've seen that before for the Red Sox. Here's David Wright. Danks is finally getting tired, as he should after this performance he's given. Change up stayed in zone, nothing in 2. He pulls that. That's going to go for another base hit. Do we take him out? I think we take him out. No point in ballooning his ERA. I'm going to take him out. Danks, 8 shutout innings. Excellent. Let's hope we can keep that ERA under 2. Is Kernurko? He is a righty, so let's get a righty pitcher in. Lindstrom, yet to see. Let's go Ayala. Let's see if we can have some of our pitchers just ride the bench the entire season. That would be crazy. Okay, Ayala, he's feeling good. He's feeling motivated. Let's see what we got. Let's try some pitches Danks doesn't have. Hard sinker, strike 1. Change up. Lasered up the middle. That's past him. The bases are loaded now. Nobody out. We've been here before. Polanco hits that to center. So there goes the shutout. That'll be 1 earned run for Danks. 2. Out! Got him. All right, nice. 1 away. So 34-1. They finally scored. Strike 1 for Sider. Nothing in 1. Snyder, not cider. What kind of cider do you prefer? Apple or Moritz? That's hit pretty much right at Loduca. Made a cool anime jump into the throw. Didn't matter, though. Got him swinging. 2 away. The final out of the game. Strike 1 to Murphy. That will go for a base hit to left. We're going to get 1 more run across here. Without 2 away. It's Velez. So Velez is a switch hitter. Bit of a high fastball there. Nothing in 1. Pulls that. Durham. That's the final out. That's your ball game. Your final score, Toronto Blue Jays 34, Boston Red Sox 2. I have no words. The score speaks for itself. Danks nearly got the shutout. So, I believe only... So, 8 innings, 1 earned run from a swingman. Can't ask anything better than that. Top of the first inning. Yeah. What highlights do you want to show? Maybe it has it somewhere in the record books, but I don't know. Because in real life, the high score is 30, set by the Texas Rangers in 2007. We set it at, 34 here. Top of the 7th, yep. We just kept pouring it on. No mercy. The home runs and RBIs are going to be crazy. Basically, we have scored in a single game what teams can't score across, a half dozen or so. 40 hits, 34. Player of the game, Ray Durham. I don't know about that. I think I got to give it to Berkman here. Red Sox finished 2 for 12. They had over a quarter of our hits, but for every run they had, we had 18. Wait, no, 17. And we only scored in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the innings, which is crazy to look at. 2 of them were in double digits. And 2 of those innings was a single run and 2 runs. That's the game, all right. I mean, no, we can give it to Durham because he hit excellently, right? 5 for 7? Danks, his 3rd win on the year. Edgar Santana, boy, did he lose. We were perfect in the 3rd and the 5th. And the 7th. He showed up when it counted. They got 5 hits in that 9th inning. The Red Sox did not us. Home runs, Berkman had a hat trick, 15 through 17. Rios had an 11th. Braun had 23 and 24. Lowell had 11. Scott had a hat trick, 11 through 12. Grandy had 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys in our lineup hit home runs. RBIs, look at this. Berkman, 10 RBIs. 10 RBIs. Double-digit RBIs for Lance Berkman. You got to be player of the game for that. He had more RBIs in this single game that Loduca has all year. So only had 2 guys didn't have RBIs, Loduca and Aurelia. Everybody came across to score a run except Loduca. 6-4-5-2-5-5-5. That's a phone number right there. Scott had 7 RBIs, Rios had 5. 4, 3. Everyone who got an RBI got at least 2. Even 100 home runs on the season. We got to see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 pitchers they went through. No guy was able to make it to 3 innings. Look at those ERAs. 9, 8, 12, 15, 8, 13, 37, and 2. So yeah, right there, Danks' ERA rate just going to be above 2 off the earned run. Hey, that's okay. Only 2 strikeouts. Ayala got the 1 earned run there. That's all good. So yeah, so we went down swinging. Oh no, this is their pitching. So a swing and a miss, or yeah, swing and a miss, strikeout. On the bottom of the zone there. A lot of contact outs here. 12 hits, all came from the left side there because he's a lefty pitcher, right? 199 pitches. Look at this. 6-7. Hang on, I want to go back and see that. Oh yeah, here. Look at. So they have a much more varied strike zone, but this is crazy. 40 hits. 1, 2, 3. 4 of those were out of the strike zone. 8 down the middle. Yeah, you're asking for it. Home runs, all in the strike zone. Holy moly, 199 pitches. And the margin of victory, Roy Halladay's jersey number. What a game. 653. Anything noteworthy? Hit more than 30 hits. Get walked. If you walk 6 times in a game, that is more impressive than hitting 30 hits. Get 10 more runs, 15 more runs. Oh, that's in one game, okay. Okay, alrighty. So, let's look around the league. I mean, that's cores, so you can expect high-scoring game. Padres, just shy of 20. Royals, lucky number 13. Anything interesting? Tigers shutout. Any walk-offs? Doesn't look like it. Close game over there in Dodger land. That's what I like to see. Mariners made it to double digits. Nice score. Mets and the Marlins, but obviously it's wrong team won. Crazy. Imagine scoring 19 runs and you were not, your team didn't score the most runs that day by a long shot. Damn near double. 34-2, man. Okay. I can't believe I'm finally saying this, but that's it for this video here. Now we get to play at Tropicana Field as punishment. The weekly MVPs for last week have been announced. I can think of a few people we want on there. Berkman and Luke Scott. Okay, Berkman got it again. National League Hermida and Chris Guzman over in Atlanta. Look at the differences here. Like, that's crazy. Hey, we have 2 players selected for our team. Keep up the good work. You know we will. So that's going to be it for this video. We got 3 games over at Tropicana Field against the Rays. They must be shaking in their boots after that performance. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. I feel like this has gone almost an hour, but I got to end it here. Thank you so much for watching this apps. We have a new Boston Massacre. We have like a new day of mourning. What day is that? Oh, it's 4:20 in the game. I'm not sure if my face cam's blocking that, but today is 4:20 as we're playing the Rays. Oh my! April 19th will live as a day of infamy in Massachusetts. Regardless, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time for the first game against the Tampa Bay Rays here.